Rusky Ed here with lesson number 11 on Russian nouns. You want to learn Russian but you think it's too tough, too confusing and all that stuff. Funny looking letters, what's that you said? It's time to learn Russian with Rusky Ed. Rusky Ed likes this first letter that we're going to discuss because it looks a little bit like a fish. It's the letter U, as in humor. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. Here's the letter U. And you can see how it kind of looks like there's a tail back here. And if I were to draw a little face maybe on this baby, you could see how it really does look a lot like a fish. See, make a little smiley and a little eye, maybe a little fin thing at the top and a couple at the bottom. And you can see what I'm talking about. Looks a lot like a fish. This next letter is Ya, and it looks a bit like a backwards R. Our words for Ya are Yazik and Yitso. Moving along to our next letter, we have Zh, as in Zhena. A word that sounds kind of like Zhena is Zhrenchina. In fact, the same word could be used to refer to the same person in many situations. Zhena and Zhrenchina. Now remember to go to the lesson to find out what these words actually mean. It's kind of like a secret and you solve it by looking at the lesson. Now this next letter is Tse, as in Svet. The letter Tse sounds kind of like a T followed by an S. Tse, as in Svet. Our final letter for this lesson is Che, as in Chashka. The letter Che makes a nice little CH sound. One letter, two sounds, depending on how you look at it. Che. So here we see the letters that we covered today. You'll see at the top we have U and Ya, and down here at the bottom we have Je, Tse, and Che. It is now time for our phrases. We must get to our phrases. Our first phrase you have heard Rusky Ed use many times. The phrase is "Do svidaniya." Now, "do svidaniya" is a way of saying goodbye or so long. Literally, it means something along the lines of "until we meet again." There are other ways of saying goodbye, though, in Russian. In fact, there are several. And I will tell you two more right now. You could say "пока," or you could even say "прощаться." Our next phrase is "спасибо за всё." It means thanks for everything. "Спасибо за всё." And this has been Rusky Ed with another edition of Russian Nouns. До свидания! It's time to learn Russian with Rusky Ed.